Hello, Musto0063, back for part 6 of I Want to Be the Permanence. Last time I completed the I Want to Be the Ooh-Hoo-Hoo Spike 2 area in the bottom right, which was pretty fun for the most part. I feel like I got through it pretty comfortably, at least for my standards anyway. Other than that one section, the middle save on the second to last screen, or second to last if you don't count the final bit, the final save, if you will, scrolling down to multiple screens or whatever. But you get the point. Yeah, that one caused next to no end of problems. But other than that, yeah, pretty fun area. No real complaints. The actual only real complaint I would have, now that I'm a little bit better at the that triple gate spike jump bit, where I had to kind of where you kind of go up through 3 consecutive gate jumps. I feel like I'm a lot better at doing that than I was when I previously played it, because that was pissing me off next. Yeah, that got really irritating when I was first playing this. But yeah, I feel like my only real complaint is that last screen, that last dip gate jump that you have to do, which is just really silly and really unnecessary. But anyway, yeah, we were in the bottom right hand side, so moving on, continuing on the knight and the chessboard pattern, we are in the middle left area. And that is GNH, whatever that is supposed to be. But yeah, it's kind of a fun, cornball area. For want of a better phrase, I don't know if that is a particularly accurate description of this, but yeah, it's how I kind of think of it. We've got this. Wow, we've got terrible gameplay going on. We've got this girl over here with the fan, which is actually kind of impacting on our jumps. So maybe I can sort of demonstrate. It doesn't seem to affect us when you're like walking along the floor. But if I'm sort of like jumping to the right, then I find that my jump is, I'm getting sort of pushed. Wow, getting pushed back to the pushed back, if you will, to the left. And if I'm going to the left, then I'm getting sort of flung to the left as well. That was an amazing save, given that I made a colossal mess of that. Oh, for goodness sake, can we just not, please? Anyway, yeah, she's going to be. I feel like she's going to make multiple appearances during the stage, so it's not going to be the first screen that we see her. I don't think she's on. Are you joking? I don't think she's on the second screen, but anyway, yeah, we'll be seeing lots of her, I believe. Anyway, next time I die, I'm actually going to try to be careful not to be quite so quick with the restart. I mean, pissing annoyed that I've died on that gate jump now 3 or 4 times, but yeah, I've probably been a bit lax. I'm dead there as well. A bit lax with showing off the game over screen, like things. I think for the most part they are pretty standard fare anyway. I just remember that one being, I got a flicker of it a death or so ago, so I thought I'd obviously show that off. Worth doing. Yes, I did. Oh my god! And remember, she triggered out. I just completely forgot, again, having just gone on about it for the last 2 minutes, that the fan would have pushed me back to the left. So I almost landed back on that spike over there. Good grief! That was nearly a disaster. Right. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, I don't think this. I'm not sure if this girl is the same one or anything like that. But yeah, she's going to make several appearances as well, and I think for the most part she's going to be right royal annoying. But anyway, we'll see. I mean, I'd love it if I could get past this screen pretty quickly. That would be lovely. If memory serves, I think she wants to be dancing on the right. Oh, when I want to make my move, but I didn't. I feel like I just didn't get the double jump quite right there. I think I can just shortcut that as well. Good, yeah. I think I jumped into the ceiling, which didn't help there. I didn't end up going as far enough over the right hand side as I needed to, but I think that's correct. I think you want to make your move here when she's just finished, like bobbing her head over to the right hand side. I think that's from memory. That's how you want to do it, because you basically want to sort of do it when you want to land ultimately when her hair is not right at the bottom right, but you're going to land on. And I think it works out fairly well if that's the case. Or maybe not, but maybe that works well anyway. Anyway, who cares? It's done. Yay. Slightly odd save point here, given that there's a warp and a save here. I'm not quite sure what that's about, but oh well. Just out of sheer curiosity, I never actually bothered to just jump over to the left-hand side there. So we'll just go and have a sneak peek and see what's there. I guess I'm going to do this. Actually, I could do that actually, and just make. Yeah, okay. I think this isn't strictly necessary. In fact, I'm not quite sure what I want to do here. Actually, let's do it once, because basically what you want to get in here. There's a few areas here where You can possibly see them with the slightly different colouring of the tile set. I don't think is this going to trigger something? Okay, it is going to trigger something, but it's not going to trigger the thing that's going to make it timed out, which is going to be kind of which is good. So yeah, basically I've gone over there through a gap in the wall to trigger or hit a switch to get rid of these spikes. Yeah, that were blocking my path on the just before the next stage. But I'm not going to actually go there first anymore because ultimately that area at the bottom right, without being a gimme, I'm liable to make a mess of the getting past the. Oh, that was just awful on several different counts. Liable to make a mess on that trigger. It's easier than doing the bit over here at the left, I find. Making these jumps, 4 of them by the way, over these girls as they are bobbing back and forth, can be kind of tricky. So, really? Because unfortunately, we are on a bit of a timer here. So hopefully if I can survive the top a little longer. In fact, pay attention to the gap just below, to the right of the 2 spikes that are blocking my path. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you'll see a little, you'll see a bubble start to appear from that gap, and yeah, we're going to need that in order to actually get up to where the save is. What? Okay, just dreadful, absolutely awful. But yeah, we've got to race round. So once we hit this switch, the bubble appears, and then we've got to race round. And okay, good. Yeah, race round, trigger, and not jump. And not make a dip jump off there for some absolutely bloody stupid reason. Wow, okay. Cool, lovely, terrific. But yeah, we need to race around. We obviously need to go hit the other switch, which will get the spikes out of the way. We need to mess up on possibly one of the easiest jumps in the entire area. Fantastic. But yeah, we need to be quick about it, which is unfortunate. I don't think you have to be super quick. You can take a little bit of time. It's not like wow, the sort of the last section at the top of the Thutan Mao area, which is the second area I went to, or anything like that. It's nothing like that. Well, that quick you have to do it, but yeah, can't hang about. That was way too close to that spike. Good grief. Okay. Good, fine. Yeah, so you've got plenty of time there. There's nothing up there, by the way. I'm not going to bother lighting that out. I think I tried that. There is nothing up there. But yeah, anyway, as you saw there, you've got a little bit of extra help dodging the spike that triggers out here as well with this bubble rising. So, because you obviously you don't have to pull off the cliff jump and land back on there quite so quickly. You can actually muck around, double jumping or swimming or whatever in that bubble. So yeah, I would recommend, given that you've actually still got plenty of time, clearing out the top left area first and then doing the area on the right hand side. Obviously you can do it the way around, but generally I find that the way I've done it there I find is the easiest for me, I think, at least anyway. How does this work? I forget. Okay, there is something there, is there not? Really? I thought there was something there. Or maybe it's because it's the same life. Okay. Well, if I mess this up, I guess we'll get to see that, because I'm very liable to mess this up. Because we've got to go far enough over here to trigger her, and then jump back up to the left. Okay, the fact that I think there's going to be something here now. There isn't? I remember there being something there for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Maybe it's maybe it's a next part or something. I don't know. But I thought there was some kind of something there. Not quite sure. Yeah. Well, okay. I'm misremembering it. I'm not. No complaints. No complaints from my end at all. That's one of those annoying triggers. Not akin to, or yeah, slightly akin, I don't know, to the eyeball, and I want to be the boshing. yeah, you have to go a fair distance over to the right there, as you can see, in order to trigger her out. And she literally just pops up. She is admittedly at the bottom of the screen, so you can see her sort of there, or something there at least, kind of blocking the way. But yeah, the minute you actually do the trigger, then yeah, she pops up really, really quickly. And I'm not quite sure what I'm really doing wrong there at the moment. Other than possibly just being a very difficult trigger. Okay, that was awful. Right, let's just calm down a little bit. I feel like I'm getting a bit unnecessarily flustered with this trigger for some reason. Yeah, okay, maybe that's the better way of doing it. So yeah, what I did there was rather than try and make the jump from there, I just jumped over the spot, obviously from the other side, but jumped over the initial spike and then, yeah, because I feel like I could get a bit more height maybe with the distance over with the jump, so I can get out of her range a bit more. So yeah, maybe that was a good idea. Okay, that was terrible. Right, anyway, moving on. Remember this section being kind of fun. I don't actually remember dying to it, funnily enough. So obviously I've done worse than I did the first time I played this. Yay! So yeah, this is well, yeah, pretty fun and not that difficult, to be honest. Yeah, that was yeah. I feel terrible that I died there. Not the, I mean, even the spikes before. Yeah, the spikes before it, fine, but the rotating heads bit with the water. Yeah, I feel pretty bad that I actually died there. Anyway, moving on. And we have a chase section. So it's not dreadful though, by any stretch of the imagination. So yeah, you have to be fairly quick right at the beginning. Can I? Like, yeah, good. Just save a little bit higher now, so when I restart, I can immediately jump in to the warp. You have to be pretty quick at the beginning here, but honestly, past that point, wow, seriously, past that point, provided you don't go at a snail's pace, she doesn't really get anywhere near you. Yeah, so this bit at the beginning, she gets pretty close. Even then, you've still got a fair amount of leeway. But yeah, past that point in time, yeah, as long as you don't just hang around and dilly-dally completely unnecessarily. I don't remember her getting anywhere near me again, frankly. Although messing up a jump there is probably not going to help. Oh wow! I forgot the. Okay, there's a fan in effect there. So I was trying to move to the right there to avoid the second giant rotating head, but I got caught up in the fan that was blowing me back to the left. So wow. Okay, yeah. Forgot that was there. I knew there's going to be a fan element to this later on. I just forgot that the effects went on that far back. oh my goodness me, that was an awful jump, and that was an even worse one. Anyway, yeah, you saw her up in the top right there. So yeah, I do remember she was there, and I do remember once I got down to once I got to a certain point in time that the fan was going to come into play and affect my jumps. But yeah, I wasn't actually expecting it to take effect during the drop down with the two giant rotating heads. Oh well, lesson learned. Right, so yeah, we need to get a little bit closer to these spikes, and indeed take my time. So you've seen there, I've kind of like obviously just took my time quite considerably there in walking up to the spikes and then jumping over them to make sure I don't run into them. But yeah, I'm hoping we'll see that even when I get to here, well, you can see her in the background here. Oh, sorry, in the left-hand side of the screen again here. I mean, yeah, look how much time I took, and she still wasn't anywhere near me, realistically. So yeah. Okay, presuming I don't lose my double jump, we should be fine. Good. Good. Okay, so it's a fairly short area, actually, and it brings us to the boss. I don't have any real complaints about this boss. It's not exactly, I wouldn't exactly say it's a particularly stellar boss. And we don't even get any different music on entering the boss area, as opposed to just the regular stage. But I don't really have a problem with it, let's put it that way. It's fairly straightforward. It doesn't drag on for ages, although this will now for a little. This first go will now, because I've just done a terrible job of actually hitting her. Because, yeah, unfortunately now I'm going to have to do another sort of phase. That's bad. I don't even know why I tried to do that. That was just awful. But anyway, yeah, let's talk about her moves. So her first one is she just sort of she's at the top of the screen. She just sends out these projectiles in a top-down fairly standard fair avoidance. We then have the projectiles coming from the right-hand side of the screen and the fan girl to boot. After a certain period of time, she'll then drop down. start bouncing around manically, and obviously that's your opportunity to hit her. I think you need to get her 5 times before she or maybe it is actually only 4, but unfortunately the angle at which she chose to the angle at which she chose to bounce there was not helpful at all. She spent a lot more time out of range, so I wanted to do the more where she's moving more side to side horizontally than vertically there. That was just not a good pattern at all. Or really these projectiles here, but yeah, I'd like her to be like that. It's just set not right on me. So I doubt I'm going to get her the 5 times I need here. Or maybe it is only 4, I don't know, but I'm not convinced. No, it is 5. So, okay, that's a little bit annoying. I definitely have got her 5, and if you do that, that makes this considerably less frustrating or less tedious. And I probably need to at the moment, because I'm not doing very well on my next move. Basically, in fact, I'm not even going to spoil what happens when you get her 5 times at the moment, but let's just say I want to hit her 5 times and trigger something as quick as possible, because it will make this boss go by considerably quicker. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, I don't really have too much of an issue with this boss per se. It's certainly much better than the other 2 we've already seen. Again, I wouldn't call it a stellar one by any stretch of the imagination. I still think the boss we haven't seen yet, which will be the oh, I got her. Yes. She's going to get me though. Oh, she's not good. I still think the boss we haven't seen yet, which will be the last one, is probably the best of the. Yes, good. So I got her. Yeah, got her the 5 times, and now we obviously see there is a spike in the middle of the screen, which I'm just terrible and suck at that move for some reason at the moment. What the hell? But anyway, yeah, hit her 5 times, which again I'd like to do on the first wave where it's possible to do so. You get a spike in the middle of the screen, which you can then shoot at, and the bullets ricochet off that and go up and hit her. So yeah, I want my 5 hits in, because that means I don't have to muck around with 2 waves of the opening bit. This is awful. What the hell was that pattern there? Admittedly, I could have maybe moved back to the left to reset that and get a better one, but good grief. Yeah, in case you couldn't tell, obviously this is pretty random at the bottom here in terms of where the projectiles go. Sometimes I'll get a nice pattern, sometimes I'll get a pretty horrible one. And I might get her the 5 times. That would be nice. Yeah, I don't want to have to deal with her. Yeah, mucking around, doing the first bit twice. Can we survive this, please? Good grief. Right, yeah, a lot of floating heads. No, we can't. Wow. Okay. I'm not even sure what to say at this point in time on that. I don't know whether I've just been getting a horrible pattern every single bloody time there, or whether I'm just not paying attention, or not finding the gaps, or what. But ugh. This isn't very nice. This isn't very nice either, because you're in the air for way longer. I've just got far less opportunity to hit you. Yeah, I'm going to get her 4 now. Yeah, but I can't get her the 5th time, because again, she did the arcing pattern that was just not helpful at all. So yeah, we've got to do this ring roll for a 2nd time. Can we actually survive this though? That would be lovely. I didn't think you did this 4 times. That's quite a lot. But yeah, you can obviously see the difference in time it takes to get through if you don't get her that 5th time, because basically we've gone through a whole wave of the head move, and then again the projectiles coming from the ceiling, and then the fan one again. So yeah, good grief. You want to get her there. You blimey! You do not want to then land on the spike, which I presume would have killed me there. Don't fancy testing that out at all. So yeah, now things will go by considerably quicker. But yeah, unfortunately, it's obviously taken a bit of time to get to this point. If I can get her a certain amount of time as well, we won't have to deal with this move anymore, which is causing me a lot of problems for some reason. Good. I don't think we will anyway. Do we? I don't know. I can't remember whether that's the only move she's got. That was not very nice. I mean, who cares anyway, because pending a disaster, it's done. That is a bit nerve-wracking, I will admit. Particularly when it lagged there. It felt like it lagged there a little bit. Yeah, there's no way I'm testing out, by the way, whether or not that spike actually kills me or not. No chance in hell am I testing that out. But yeah, why does the spike not disappear when you've beaten the boss and the icon's there? If the spike doesn't kill you, fine. I'm not testing that out, though. But if it does, why put the icon you have to collect to clear the area to unlock the warp, or to make the warp appear, inside the spike? If you actually can die to that, yeah, but when you actually collecting that bloody icon, that would be just horrible. As I said, if the spike doesn't kill you, fine. I ain't testing that out though. If it does kill you, that's silly. Just get rid of the spike. Make it go away when you beat the boss. Make it go away. Hell, whether it kills you or not, make it disappear anyway. Just very very nerve-wracking there because I don't know if it kills you or not. And given that there seems to be that slight little lag or freeze when you collect the icon and the warp appearing, good grief! If I just mistime my double jump away and land on the spike and it kills me, I'm not going to be impressed at all. Anyway. We're done with that GNH area. Sorry, did I call that NGH at the beginning? I don't even know what letters I used. I think I had the right 3 letters. I might have got them in the wrong order. If I did, apologies. GNH. Looking at my post note here. But anyway, that went by fairly quickly. It's a pretty straightforward area actually. I don't have too many complaints about that, and I say I don't really have too many complaints about the boss either. I think we actually did it the long way round there as well, didn't we? So where I actually didn't get the 5-hitter on the first wave, so it ended up taking a bit longer. So still, it's obviously not doable if you don't get the 5-hitter, but love to do it because it means you don't have to mess around quite so much. But it looks like all her moves are fairly straightforward, apart from possibly that head one if they just come down in a really really irritating pattern. But oh well, it's done. Fairly simple area, fairly short area as well, and no real complaints about that. There's no obnoxiously difficult platforming bit or some stupid jump or some massive triggers or a lot of triggers or anything like that, or difficult. Other than maybe that, again, I'm going back on myself now. Again, other than that mermaid type one where she sort of rises up, that's probably the only difficult trigger I can think of. Obviously there are other ones as well, but a short and fun area that I enjoyed quite a bit, and it's gone by quite quickly as well. So I will leave it there. Felt like that conclusion there was just about saying the same thing about 4 different ways, 4 different times. But we'll leave it there. And only 2 areas left. Top right will be my next destination. But we'll pick that up next time. Until then, cheerio.